Cutting edge. If energy weapons are your thing, this is the Warbond for you. Hello everyone, my name is Zero, and you're watching The Lost Perspective. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, and if you want to hear me talk about the rest of the Warbonds, go ahead and subscribe. With the generic YouTuber stuff out of the way, let's get it. On page 1, we have armor, helmet, cape, victory pose, player card. The booster comes early with this Warbond, 100 super credits, and an energy-based assault rifle. The EX-3 Prototype 3 is a medium armor with the electrical conduit passive, providing 95% resistance to arc damage. Damn, that's pretty good, right? Well, it would be, except other than the Illumina Tesla towers, which weren't even in the game when this Warbond was introduced, I can't think of any enemies that spit out arc damage. So you're really just protecting yourself from friendly fire. And the helmet has this like Cyclops optic thing I'm not a fan of. The Bot Slayer cape and card are fine, they kind of look like sand with lines of blood on it. The localization confusion booster will increase the time it takes between enemy encounters. So what I think this does is it lowers the amount of enemy patrols on the map. But I'm not 100% sure. So if stealth is your thing, it might be for you. But for everyone else, there's better options. The LAS-16 or LAS-16 sickle. Now, its hot new younger brother, the double-edged sickle, has kind of taken over the game. But let us not forget the importance of the classic 16 model. Having virtually infinite ammunition made this thing fantastic back when it came out. And unlike its younger brother, it doesn't require specialized armor to utilize it properly. It'll pump out about 100 shots before needing a new heatsink or waiting for it to cool down. I have a lot of good memories with this thing, but I don't think I'll be taking it off the shelf anytime soon. My feelings towards this is kind of like when I upgraded from a Game Boy Advance to a Nintendo DS. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the old version, but the new one does all the same stuff, and it does so much new stuff as well. So other than feelings of nostalgia, there's not much of a reason to go back. On page 2, we have armor, helmet, cape, player card, victory pose, throwable, shotgun, and as always, 100 super credits. The EX-16 Prototype 16. Electrical conduit passive, identical stats to the previously mentioned armor, only where the last one had a tan and black look, this one's olive drab and caution yellow. The helmet is... honestly, it's just bug fugly. I mean, this is disgusting. The Martyrus Rex cape and player card. The cape is not for me, and the player card looks like a pack of Newports. Obviously not sponsored, but seriously, look at this, tell me I'm wrong. The G-23 stun. Can somebody please tell me what the purpose of a grenade that does not kill stuff and also does not close bug holes? Because I have no idea what this is for. Here's the shotgun show victory pose. And speaking of shotguns, the SG-8P Punisher Plasma. Despite being based on a shotgun, it does not reload one at a time, like you'd expect. It reloads with a plasma battery, same as any other plasma weapon. The projectiles start to arc at a certain point, so you will need to compensate for that at medium to long ranges. And although it does have the explosive trait and a little bit of AoE, it does not close bug holes. Just something to keep in mind. Overall, this thing is fantastic against all factions. Before filming, I didn't use it very much, but I'm probably going to start using it a lot more now. On to page 3. Armor, helmet, card, victory pose, sidearm, energy-based primary, and as always, 100 super credits. The EX-00 Prototype X is a light armor this time with the electrical conduit armor passive. It's the best looking of the bunch in my opinion, and I have absolutely no idea how you're expected to see out of that helmet. The Agent of Oblivion card and cape both look pretty good in my opinion. Here's the victory pose. The LAS-7 dagger. It's the scythe, only smaller. It overheats pretty fast, it has a chance to ignite enemies, Not much else to say here. The Arc-12 Blitzer is probably the reason all of the armor in this Warbond has the electrical conduit passive. Imagine the arc thrower support weapon if it were primary, operated much like a shotgun, and had virtually no range. Overall, though I'm not a huge fan of the armor sets featured here, I'd say the Punisher Plasma alone makes it worth it. And I think the Blitzer will be seeing a lot of use against that new Predator strain of the bugs. That is all for today. This has been Zero with the Lost Perspective. Again, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. It helps out big time. And subscribe if you want to see more Let's Talk Warbonds. Until next time, remember always, democracy protects.